everyone, it's me Laura from the Papered Soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my tutorial for the little mini loaded highlight albums. And I'm going to show you this one, and then we're going to put one together. I'm going to show you how to assemble it, and then we'll decorate one. So this is Valentine theme. I know that I had my Christmas ones that I showed you in part 1, and those are in my shop right now. These are going to be in my Etsy shop, so I'll put the link down below. So let's take a peek. I finished this one up yesterday in part 1. What we did, and I'm going to put both of these up today, these videos up today. We got the sections done, and then I'm going to show you how to assemble. So I'll just run through this and let you see this one. These are so cute for Valentine's. This little project works for any regular everyday. You could do a birthday gift for someone and tuck a little card in, little gift card in one of the pockets. That would be really, really cute to do. So this flips open, and then you have your little fun little elements. A little pocket right here with some extra paper. Flips open. Vellum, another little pocket there. Place where you can put a picture for when you go out on your date night for Halloween. I mean, not Halloween, Valentine's. But this would be cute for Halloween. And then you can put pictures of like your little kids when they, dress up. But for Valentine's, just going out to eat and to dinner with your little date. You can journal, put pictures, journal. And then I have this little decorated, that's like a little Artie Mays envelope there that I made out of her background paper. And have some fun little elements in there and printouts. And then this is your little pretty little tag out of some cardstock paper. And then I made like a little out of a glassine envelope. I have these in my shop. I've got 2 sizes. This is the small size, and then I have a medium size, but the small size is what works well with this. I sewed a little bit of Valentine glitter confetti in the bottom there, and sewed it so that you still have like a little pocket there, and all that is protected. Your confetti won't get out. And then I have fun little elements here. This is like from one of my kits. I have a digital kit, and it's a bunch of hearts. So that is actually a very timely kit right now. So if you're interested in hearts and everything, they still will work. I will show you real quickly. But I've already cut some of these out, obviously. So I've got some large plainer hearts. I've got small decorative hearts. That's just roses, and there's a little bird and flowers. So you could use these in your Valentine's, but also every day. Then I have the larger decorated ones, and small, more neutral, where you can add some buttons or do different things like that. This is called Beautiful Hearts, my Beautiful Hearts kit. So if you haven't had a chance, see, those are more neutral, and you could build those into your Valentine projects. Oop, that's my Halloween one. I didn't mean to pick that one up, but now you can see those are little tags. Anyway, we're focusing on Valentine right now, so I'll put those aside. Okay, so now, so that we can assemble this, this is part 2 of the tutorial, so I'm going to show you. Yesterday, I created this little small booklet, and then I created this little flip. So I created these in sections, and then this is the little back, and that's the back, the very back of it, and this is like the last little pocket. So I showed you how to put all this together. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and show you how best to assemble this. What I'm gonna do is start with the middle section, where I'll have all these little flips here, okay? And they're all glued together. I did that yesterday. And so what I'm gonna do, these are my back pieces. I'm gonna put this on top of this, and that's gonna form, the way I glue it, will form a pocket right here. Oop, I hope I'm in frame. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this piece with the little vellum pocket, and I'm going to attach this little bunch of 3-tiered papers, okay? And I just center it, and I did sew around. The only thing I did different is I sewed around that back piece, and then I sewed around this piece, and I sewed around that piece. You can sew this one too if you want to, but I didn't do that. So that's when you get your sewing done first. Any sewing you're going to do, make sure you do it. And now I'm just going to center this where I see a little bit of stitching at the top and the bottom, and then just hook that flat around the back of that. And so I'm going to flip it over, and then we're going to glue. So let me get my fiber tack. I always have to end up using my fingers. And get that on there good. And then just flat that over. And I'll just have to press that good enough because it's got a little bit of thickness from the layers. So just make sure you take your time and make sure that's pressed down good. And then we'll be able to assemble the rest of it. We actually have gotten some snow. We got more snow last night. We had snow last weekend that hung around because it's so cold. So this is the perfect time to do your little crafts, is during the winter time when you're stuck inside and it's cold, but it makes it cozy. Get yourself something to sip on, warm to sip on, and do your fun crafting. So great time for that. Okay, so now you can see how that comes together, all those little flips. And then what I'm going to do is glue this onto the back to my back piece, okay? So there's my pocket there. This whole piece is just gonna, unit is just gonna attach here. And that way your little seams, your flap is caught up underneath this little cereal box piece, because we talked about that piece that I covered with some pretty Artie Mae's background paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just, I'm gonna put a bead of glue or a line of glue on the sides and bottom and this side. And that way when I glue it, I'll form another little pocket. So let's do that. You could make a floral one of these. You could do one of these out of any kind of like paper, decorative papers and kits and stuff. And you could do like for a birthday gift. I think that would be a really sweet birthday gift to give to someone. So you could just do all kinds of themes with this little project. And it's just really a cute little craft, and it's something that you could actually get all your little fun elements out, your ribbons and laces and your washi tape and everything like that, and just have fun with it, you know, decorating it. So I have a pile of the goodies, so hold tight because I'm going to decorate this thing when we're done, and that's going to be fun. I already have the pieces prepped. Just to make the video not so long. My video, you know, was a little long yesterday, but it just has like a lot of, like I say, it's a real easy project, but it just has a lot of little moving parts to it. So got that. Then you have your last piece, which is your topper. And so what I'm going to do, that's the front, I'm going to glue this little flap here, and I'm also going to do it where I have a bead of glue on the sides and the bottom, and then I'm going to form another little pocket up here. So I'm just going to put my little run of glue had to be really careful with this one because I always, well, I've noticed the last few little Fabri-Tacs I've bought, they don't have the that little paper foil lid or piece of paper that goes over the top. So now, because I had a tip that if you put the hole through that, then you won't have so much glue coming out at one time. And then they stopped putting that on there, so I don't know. Then I always cut too much off of my tip somehow, and then there's always, I mean, even if I try very little, just to nip a little bit off the tip so it'll be a smaller hole, it always just opens up somehow. And okay, so now what I'm going to do is line this up, and I'm lining this piece up with the bottom of this vellum and onto the left edge right here. So do that. And then just press that down. And that gets my other little pocket going right here. So lots of little fun spaces to tuck some things and in this little project. Okay, so now you have the bones of this put together, okay? You can see as you just kind of flip it, and this little piece is supposed to open up there. And I did emboss that vellum. It's the back with, and then we're gonna do our decorating. Okay, so let's start decorating. So I'll just show you, because this isn't attached. This is going to be on the back, but this is one of my little glassine envelopes that I have in my shop, and I just made a little Valentine mix of sequins in there, and then I sewed it in there at the bottom, and then I sewed around that. I had to shorten this to fit this particular project, but then with that little sewn line there, then that means this pocket is safe to still use, and your little sequins are not going to go anywhere. So I just thought that was kind of festive and fun. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so let's start at the beginning and let's decorate this front. What I had done is put a little bit of a doily edge on the front before I sewed this, because I wanted the sewing to show. So I went on and did that ahead of time, okay? I have a little image here of a little Cupid, Valentine Cupid, and then I have a little embossed heart. I have a little stamp that I used, and I just embossed that with some, I think it was platinum embossing powder. I was looking for gold, but actually I like this one a whole lot better. So I just cut that out after I stamped it and embossed it. So what I was going to do, I have a little Be Mine that I stamped out, and I framed it with some pretty Valentine paper, and I was going to kind of put that like there, and then have her sitting on this heart, because it looks like she's sitting right there with her little dress. So I'm going to have her sitting, and then have this like this. So I'm just lining this up a little bit, and I don't mind if her little toes come across that, as long as you can still read it. So we're going to get that. That's good there, really. So I'm going to put my Be Mine first, down first in that corner. Okay. So like I say, I did prep a lot of these things ahead of time, but if this kind of gives you some ideas of things you can do, and of course you could decorate them in any way that you want. And then I'm trying to figure out this heart where she can sit up on that. That heart. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Let's do that. Got to get it just right because she's got to be able to sit on it and make it look right. The way she's sitting. That's good there. And then we'll put a little on her, and I just kind of put a little glue a little in the middle, and that way her little feet are kind of free dangling in her head, you know, kind of gives more of a 3D effect. Have her sitting up on this heart. That is so cute. I love that. Is that not the cutest thing? Okay, and so what I will be doing, and I'll probably do that towards the end, I'll put a little brad right there, so we'll do that later. Now, I already also put a little strip, just a little rectangle down here, and sewed it in so that there would be like a little pocket, and there is a little image there. The images, these images, and like my little Cupid, I got them from the Graphics Fairy. I made this. This is like a little graph paper tag I made, and then I added some washi tape to decorate it and a little ribbon. So I just tucked that there. And then here is my little pocket. So I'm going to put this little tab, and this is actually, I used my tab punch to make it, but this is actually, it's like a real fine glitter paper. It's not a very, it's a very fine grit to it, so it's, you know, it cut real well. So I'm going to put a little tab right there. I like tabs. I think they're fun. And, you know, that's why I like with Artie Mae, she always puts nice little tabs in her kits, and I love to use her tabs for different things, you know. So I'm going to line that up. And there's that pretty little tab, and I like the color too. I like the kind of teal, pretty teals and blues along with your Valentine colors. I do like that. So we have that there. And another thing that you could always do is add a little bit of your washi tapes. So this is a page that you actually could put a little picture if you wanted to, but then I thought I would also just decorate it with a little bit of washi tape. So I could have actually put a little where it wraps around to the back, so there's a little bit of washi on the back piece also. So let's do that. Yeah, just a touch. Okay, and then I have a little piece of cardstock that I cut out, just a rectangular piece, and I edged it. And I put a little bit of the washi on top of that just to protect that edge, and I'm tucking that into the pocket. So you could journal on this, okay? And then on this side, I have that little image, which has a little small, make sure I get it right. Oh, that's upside down. It's so small, I can't even see it. Anyway, I'm going to glue that right here as a little pocket. So I think that will be cute. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the very bottom edge of it, just enough to hold. And I'm going to tuck that, or stick that right here, because that looks very Valentine. And I have a little ticket. I do sell these in my shop. I've got different colors, but they're always fun to tuck into a little pocket. I'm not going to tuck it all the way down. And then here's one of my little hearts from my kit I just showed you. And I backed it with some craft cardstock, so it'll be a little bit firmer. All right, then we have, you could put something on the back of this, or you can just enjoy the texture and the color or the pattern of the roses, because that's what I ran it through my embossing folder. I did make that little printout of that little To My Valentine, so a little vintage Valentine there, and I just put that in that little pocket that we made, okay? And then here, you might want to put I think I was gonna stamp this here. I think I might stamp that there. So let's do that. And I didn't bring my, I tell you what, I didn't bring my right ink pad. Let me go get my ink. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So here's my little archival inks. This is a cute little Valentine stamp. I got this at the Michael's little bin. I think it was the $1.50 bin a while back. And I just thought that would be cute right here. Like I say, you can use this to journal, or you could put pictures on this page. And there you have that little image. See? Okay. And then, like I say, you could put more, like a little more of the Valentine washi. If you want to, just for some interest. It's crooked. Might could put it down here or here. Yeah, just something for interest until you decide what you want to put here. Okay, now I have, what I did here is I sell these in my shop as well, and these are sweet little 4-inch doilies, and I just folded it over and matched it up to, you know, so that it would be a neat fold. Put glue in on one side and then folded it over just to have a little sturdiness there. On the other ones, the Christmas ones, I kind of did it like that, which I kind of like, but I had this, I have a Happy Valentine's Day stamp, and so I think I wanted to do it this way so the doily would show up more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this little doily down. And I used Fabri-Tac for that middle part, and then I may just use some glue, stick glue around the edge. And just center that. It's fun to decorate it. So it's fun to kind of get all your little items together first, and then, so then I can put this here. So I'll put that in the middle, and I made a pocket out of it, so I'm just going to glue it on 3 sides. So it's fun to make your little ephemera pieces and your tags and everything, but I think it's neat to get them all made, and like I say, now you can just sit and just have fun with the decorating. And I just center that and make sure that I let enough of my stitching be seen. I don't like to cover my stitching up. And so I did make that glue off. I did make another little envelope, teeny tiny, out of Artie Mays' Pretty Background Papers. The other one was pink, and this was that pretty blue. And then this little image here, my love to you, so Valentine's. I'm just going to set them not far down yet until the glue actually has time to dry. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then I made this for my little my little hearts kit. A little piece of coffee dyed paper. Edge punched it and inked it. And then I just glued the bottom part of the heart down. And I did back it with some cardstock just so it would be sturdy. And that will tuck right into there. I thought that image looked nice and Valentine. And then that pretty image, vintage image, goes down into this little pocket as well. Then on the, let's see, remember I made a little space like for a pocket here in between these 2 back pieces. So this was some cardstock, Valentine cardstock that I have. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm not going to put it all the way down in case the glue is not done yet. So now we go, oh, let me go back to this piece. I have this little kind of glittery looking rickrack. So I thought that that would be cute to put on the edge here to just further decorate. So let's do that. Let's just put a little bit of glue along this edge. And I thought that might also kind of protect that edge, because when you do embossing of vellum, it can kind of crack a little bit. And I don't know if I'm actually getting that on there as good as I need to. Let's see. And then I'm going to trim that up once that dries, because it's a little ratty right there. So we'll get that, let that dry. And now we'll do the back here. So I have my little envelope there that I sewed. And what I might do on this one is leave this as a flap. The last one I glued all the way down, but I might just glue. Well, if I do that, that's going to make my pocket shorter. Let's see how that'll work. That'll mean my pocket goes down as far as that, which might be fine. That'll be fine. Little foot. Actually, that will work out, I think. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to take that out. So I am going to glue this then. I'll put my glue on the back of this. I'm going to just glue here, here, and here. And that way, that flap, you can kind of just lift it up. Just something different. So let's do that. I just do very little of this glue. I need to be using my glitter glue, art glitter glue, but I need to clean it. It's clogged and everything, so I need to clean that. Okay, so we're just going to line this up. I'm going to put it inside the stitching so that my stitching, you get to see it. And so here, right in here. I like that idea. That way you can see the front and the back of your sequins. Okay, and then you get to fill, this is from my Beautiful Hearts kit. You can journal on the back of that. I'm not going to put it all the way in because I want it to have a chance to dry. I don't want my things getting stuck. You could sit him like that with his little foot out, but I'm going to tuck him all the way in. And like I say, there's your little pocket. And so I thought that was fun. All right, so now what we're going to do, also I have some fun, I haven't put it anywhere, but you could. You could pop some of this little eyelash trim. It's actually got a sparkle sheen to it, so it's kind of sparkly, and that would be cute if you pop that somewhere on a tag or something. So just giving you little ideas and things you can do. Now I guess the red trim, I have the silver on white, and silver and white would be pretty too. This one was red. Actually, the little silver, the red would be pretty also, but I might do the silver just for something different. So what I did is I tried to figure this measurement out, and I think 36 inches does pretty well. So I'm going to measure this out to 36 inches. that. I do sell that in my shop. I have a variety of twines. And then what I do is I just knot the ends. That one. So that it doesn't fray or... Okay. Then I'm going to punch a hole, and I'll just pull these out for a while I do that. I'm going to punch a hole right here with my crocodile, and I'm using the small hole. These are very small. These are probably like, oh boy, I did it upside down. That's the only thing about this one is you just never know. I need to put some washi tape on the top so I'll know where the top is. But you can see how small they are. I think they're like I want to say 1/8 of an inch, but you can use whatever size you want. So I'm just going to use these little small ones, and it's silver. So what I'm going to do is punch my hole, and I'm going to make sure that I get it in there and I'm not punching through my thread. You don't want to cut into that, and I'm just about centering it. Got my hole in there. Then I put this in there, and then I've already got it set here where I'll be able to compress it. That. I might have to okay, and then put these back in. That is, I might have to tweak that a little bit because or I may have to use an even larger one. For some reason, these are not clamping the way they should. But anyway, let me just go ahead and show you. I will fix that off camera. Let me just go ahead and show you how I tie this on. I kind of have to play with it. You want enough string on one edge so that after you wrap it 3 times around, there'll be enough to tie a bow. So let's test this out. I did about 4 inches. Okay, I fixed this, and I had to go bigger. I just I don't know if it's these that just aren't. Sometimes I get them to close okay, and sometimes they just mangle. So I put this one in. So let's try this again. And let's see how this will end up. That's pretty good there. About the equal amounts. And so then I just do a little knot and tie a bow. And like that. And then you have your little bow. How sweet is that? And then you have your, I think these fell out. And these fell out. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now that I've got that in, let me pop these back in, and we'll just run through it and show you the final result here. This goes here. So how cute is this? This little paper. My little ticket and my little heart here. This little tag. Let me cut this. washi tape and stamping. And here's my little envelope that tucks in here. This little Valentine, that. A tag. It's pretty. I love that paper. And then the back, where I have my little Cupid, my heart. And then I made these using washi tape. That's just fun. I also sell these little, this cardstock little tags in my shop as well. And they're fun to decorate with your washi tape. So if you need to be using your washi, those are fun to do. I like to do that. Okay. And then my little pocket, and this little flips up with my sequins. So then you are going to let this just wrap 3 times. Tie it into a bow. And there you have it. Oops, this one's not tied. Let me tie that one. So here are my 2 little Valentine, my little Valentine mini album, loaded mini albums that are just packed with such cuteness. And then of course, like I say, my little Christmas ones. All of these are available in my shop. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And have some fun crafting out there. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.